Welcome! This is Alpha Team League. I'm Xenodactyl from Alpha X.
Leave it.
So far, we have a little bit of lineup submission confusion that I am still in the middle of trying to get to the bottom of, but for now, we have a TVZ and spawning in the bottom right as the red Terran representing Alpha X. It is Lanfear. And to the top left has the orange Zerg representing Manny Manfreds. It is TSF. Okay. Looks like a standard opener from both sides. And I'll use this time to find someone to get a hold of, if I can. Sorry, still trying to sort out the submission issue. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to look into it later. Reaper gets in and gets 2 lings, or gets across the map and gets 2 lings, I should say. And for starting as a random, this is actually a fairly normal start to the game. Nice, Reaper block. Doesn't quite get the drone. The grenade was a nice attempt, but it will not be killed for now. With the Reaper here and no lings, or, well, okay, the lings are just popping now. Drone. Nice. Very nice on both sides. Okay, Hatch does go down, so... And he gets the Reaper with the ling speed, so... good work from TSF to finally get his 3rd up. That's nearly a minute delay. So, I'm sure Lanfear is happy with that. Lings are going to come across the map, having to take the long and windy route. As the mineral patches have not been mined out. And they could try and run in. There is a healthy number of them. Does he have a baneling nest? No, he does not. So I'm not so sure he wants to commit to this. Like, he does have vision that there is not a wall. But there are Hellions, and oh, the depot's not raised! Lings are in the main. And they will get 4, 5. Wow, 9. It's a healthy... Oh, it's not done yet. A couple more lings are running into the natural. They're not They're only gonna get one SEV at the natural, but yeah, 13 SEVs is not bad. Taking advantage of the Overlord vision to see that there was an opening opportunity, even without a Baneling nest. Still a very healthy commitment, and the Hellions are going to move out now. They're going to look for their own counter damage back at home. The Zerg doesn't have a whole lot. Roaches are loading up, but Lings are going to counterattack and pull the army back, so there will be ample time for the Roaches to pop and defend the Hellion attack, which might not even come now. Yeah, it's still gonna come across the map. There are 2 spine crawlers and enough roaches here that I don't think Lanfear is going to be able to do a whole lot without some medevac micro. So if he uses them... Oh, he has Hellbats. Never mind. I was not paying attention. Alrighty. So he's gonna go for this push, and he gets all the Lings, and with a extra DPS from the Marauders, he does knock down a spine, but the Roach count is pretty sufficient here, I would think. He's gonna keep trading. I don't know if that's the right decision. Backing off now, Lanfear is going to join up with the Liberator. That could... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna send the Liberator to the main, I think. Oh no, just the 3rd. Getting some drones for his troubles, at least. But they have been pulled, and he will, TSF will stave off the attack. 3rd has completed and is floating over for Lanfear.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Bio going to be the order of the day. Still have some SCVs idle in the main. That should probably be at the natural. There they go now. And there is a medevac with couple units just chilling by these overlords. Perfectly normal. Alright, there is a healthy roach count and some Lings to support, I guess. Standing in a threatening position on the map, Lings are going to pokes first. Oh, no, just, okay. He's looking for the attack. The Terran army is out of position. Maybe Lanfear a little bit unfamiliar that there is only one entrance to this space. And at least he has more than enough forces to clean this up between the Liberator and the Bio here. Hydras are up, coming out as well, and +2 range is just starting. Landfear does have a sensor turret, or sensor tower. To imagine that if sensors were also turrets, that would be interesting. Anyway, this Liberator is going to do the job of a Pult Viking and start clearing some Overlords. With that splash damage, it's going to get those 2 Overlords at the same time. And the bio for Landfear is going to move out. The creep is pretty thick through the center. It's not really along the peripherals, but that's still going to grant vision if Landfear were to take a traditional route. The Zerg army is going to circumnavigate the Terran force though, and I think Landfear is going to come from behind as he now has the high ground with the sensor tower, is aware of the army's position, and I think this is going to go pretty okay for him. Maybe not as well as he would have liked, as since he did knock down the rocks, he is going to get sandwiched actually. This is... the tanks are going to come from behind. They're now on the low ground. He's lost vision. He's going to throw down a scan. Zerg has enough forces to clean up here. Landfear is going to regroup. Holding on to this 4th may prove to be difficult since he did lose a considerable force. I don't know why the Zerg is coming this way. Oh, I guess he was checking for a 4th. Okay. Well, the 4th is on the other location. And there is enough bile here now since that extra time was taken. And an SCV even trying to join the fray. Maybe not the... It was a brave SCV, maybe not the smartest of SCVs, but we will give that dead SCV Medal of Valor for gumption. And yeah, tank is not sieged, but there are 2 of them on the high ground. This is a planetary, and repair is underway. Bio is going to move forward. I think Landfear holds this. Yes, Zerg will be forced to retreat. And... wow. Lots of things have died. Lots of things have died. Alright, so even base count. And... double medevac drop, gonna sweep from the left. Not yet spotted. Lings are going to try and run by, I think was the idea. Not too convinced that was a thing. But the medevac drop is headed to the natural. Okay, yes, it will unload there. Zerg is out of position, so gonna find some drones and a queen. Tucking himself into the corner, he's going to trade efficiently with these lings and gonna pick up and run away. And back over to the 4th. Landfear is going to get some more harass done. Zerg is taking a 5th behind all of this, so it's alright, but 17 drones and now climbing. Landfear is getting some work done with this medevac harass. Now Landfear is going to push up the center with his main army, clearing some creep along the way, while he still continues to occupy his opponent. There are Mutalisks coming out as well. I don't really feel like they're going to accomplish a lot in this scenario. I feel like these mutas needed to be here 3 minutes ago if they were going to have an effect on this game. Well, that is actually a sizable amount, and there's still too many Marines in this. Mutalisks would have to go across the map still. Maybe they can pick off some tanks from behind. I don't know. They are harassing the mineral line of the planetary, which is devoid of turrets now. And there is a tank or two, so maybe the Mutos can still get something done, but I just don't see how TSF is going to stop this push. Maybe he can do something? I don't know. He's gonna get Banelings now, finally. A Baneling nest now, if he doesn't even have centrifugal hooks, so I don't... Okay, the Mutas are gonna come from behind, finally, or come back home at least. But Marine count is actually thinned considerably, so if he picks off all the Marines, then there is a world in which he cleans this up, but Marines are reinforcing, so like the Mutas will be cleaned up and Landfear should take this thing. Okay, we're back with game 1, but it's actually game 2, but it's really game 1. What I mean by that is we're going slightly out of order because we had a hiccup that I mentioned earlier, and yeah. Anyway, here we are on Acropolis, and it's gonna be a ZVP between OFE and DJSK. And spawning in the upper left as the red Protoss for many Manfreds. It is DJSK. And to the bottom right as the teal Zerg for Alpha X. It is OFE. I feel like these two players decided we're going to pick a random assortment of alphanumeric characters to represent our ID. I'm just teasing. Alright, we do have a forge here from DJSK. So this probe is gonna look to do a cannon rush somewhere. Maybe over here or over here. Or he could try the really close one here, but I don't... Oh, he's gonna actually do a 2-gate style, but I think he started this wrong. He should have started this pylon first so that he could power this easier. Overlord is gonna come back and see that... Oh, he actually let all the pylons complete it, so... Okay. This is more hostile than it is anything else. Gonna take a Nexus behind this and expand, so this is not gonna be the 2-gate. Just gonna play a standard game from a very non-committed... Well, okay, I want to call this non-committed, but like that's 200 more minerals than he needed to do this with. So while he will get the hatch for certain, almost certain, yeah, Roachhorn means that this is not going to be cleared for a bit, so I'm pretty sure he can get this hatch. I feel like he should have gone Gate Forge if he wanted to play it this way. But okay. Queen is going to start working on these pylons, and the roaches will be out soon enough to clear the rest. Behind this, we'll have to see what kind of transition comes out of DJSK and where he wants to take this game. OFE's script, as it were, is pretty straightforward. He's going to get Roach Ravager, clear this, and then go across the map, most likely, with that force. Actually, he's going to get some Lings. Oh, there's the Ravagers. Never mind. You need the Ravagers from the low ground, which is fine. Get that one pylon, and almost bows himself. Don't want to do that. And now he's going to go across the map with the Ravager Ling. This is a wall, but there's no unit to close the wall at the moment. And we have a Robo, 2 more gateways. The Lings are here already. They can just run in. Run in! Oh, he wants to unpower this. Sure. There we go. Okay. And that'll be game 2. Very straightforward. sorry, we missed a race check, so we're relaunching this one. Okay. Spawning in the upper left as the teal Zerg. For Alpha X, it is a booby. And to the bottom right as the green Protoss. For Manfreds, it is Max X. Alright, looks like we have standard openers on both sides this time. Unlike the previous PVZ. Probe Scout is going to confirm that there was a hatch first, and it's looking for the pool, which will go down after the gas as per usual. So, very standard opener, very conservative opener. Economic. And I'm gonna see that 20 Nexus and Cybernetics Core for Max X. Oops. Yeah. Adjust the score. There we go. Six slings are going to come across the map for Zabubi. I think this is intended to put some pressure on. He might not find anything with it, but at least he will force the wall, maybe get in if he's lucky. If he doesn't, there's no probe here for Max X, so if these slings run in right now, well, the Adept is... Okay, the Adept has moved out, so now the Lings can run in. It's only a stalker. They're gonna dive on the stalker. Don't know if I agree with this decision, but it's not bad. He will get the stalker, so this is actually pretty good. I feel like he could have got more done if he just ran straight to the main. The stalker can't keep up. Anyway, the adept is gonna be turned around, and these slings are going to work on the probes. They will get cleaned up. So, because he did not... Oh, he's just gonna use overload speed. Keep going! Why did you stop? Oh, okay, he did see everything. Okay. Phew. So Zabubi should be aware that he is gonna get DT dropped. And he is going to get those spore crawlers as he would normally against a Stargate opener as well. And just getting his lair, Roach Warren, all those things that you want to have a nice defensive position against the DT drop. There is a probe here, so conceivably it could drop a pylon and the DTs could just walk in. But I don't think that will be the play. Stalker is going to shoot away this Overlord, probably kill it. Yes, okay, so Zabubi is supply blocked at an unfortunate time as DTs are... Oh, it's just going to be an Archon drop as he knows he was scouted. Waiting for that second Archon. I guess he's shy on something. Gas? I think he's shy on gas. Yeah, there it goes. And charge is on the way behind all this. Are we gonna see more gateways? There's a forge, so maybe not. He might just take a third. We'll have to see. Archon drop is gonna come in, but there is enough Ling Roach now that the supply block was dealt with. The third has gone down for Max X. And Evo chambers have started up for Zabubi. So both players are looking to the later stages of the game. Another Overlord Scout. Overlord speed has been pretty good for Zabubi this game. Really giving him complete vision of the state that Max X wants to drive the game towards. And as a result, Max X has also been doing well to adjust to being scouted. What I mean by that is he's not over-committing to potential all-ins along his, I guess the forks in his build, right? He's saying, okay, I can't get a whole lot done with this now, so just play for a longer game. Or he just always was going to play for a longer game. But, I mean, at minimum, he never sent in the DTs. Not sure why he opted for Stalkers. I guess maybe he wanted to check 2 pathways for the cost of 1 hallucination. Okay, Lings will clear up that hallucinated Stalker, and I'm gonna come back over to the... Oh, this is kind of cute. Oh no! The DT isn't actually blocking the Lings! How did that happen? Those Lings are on a diet. Those Lings are on a diet. They're two-dimensional. Okay, this will get cleaned up, but at the cost of 7 probes when there was a unit in the wall. It's kind of funny. I guess the DT wasn't actually on hold position, so it couldn't properly block. But it was in the middle. Oh man. Zaboobilings. Zaboobilings. Alright. Hydras are on the field, so this is starting to get a little bit scary, I would say, for the Protoss. There's no storm yet, so if an attack hit, well, it is halfway done, so soon enough there will be storm. These DTs should probably be Archons in this scenario. The High Templar can stay because they will have storm soon, but I think the DTs really should have morphed already. There is a DT in the wall still, but we're just gonna poke at the gateway. Storm is done, so Zabooby does have to be careful. The DTs are just running in front and the Overseer is not quite there, so maybe it's okay that they're not Archons. Maybe Zabooby should just get a couple more Overseers. Ironically, there's no Ooh. All the roaches are gone from this composition, so these Hydras have to be very careful with how they take their engagement. They don't have any buffer to tank the damage, so between the storms and the Immortals, Zabooby may want to fight later. Not in a choke like that. Kind of dangerous location. Alright, a couple more roaches are entering the map. That's not really enough buffer, but it's better than where he was at, right? And he does actually have a sizable amount of lings that can maybe come from behind and trap if the army engages into the alleyway here. So then there would be no retreat for the Protoss. They're instead going to go and pick at the probes at the 4th and force the army back. So now Zabooby can move his main force farther up if he so desires. Instead, he's going to maneuver to the left and deal with the Zealot run-by that shut down his 6th base. I did not realize that Zabooby took all these bases already. I say already, it is 12 minutes. So, it does kind of make sense. Alrighty. That base is going to have to be cancelled. Nicely done at the last possible second. Storms are going down. They are going to blanket a lot of the Hydras. Wow, these are some juicy storms. But there's none left, and there's still a healthy Roach Hydra count here. A couple charge slots are going to step up and force a disengage, so that will protect these valuable Protoss units for now. There's only one High Templar in this army at the moment. Hard to see, but I think Max X needs to go home. Okay, he does have retreating storms at least. So if he retreats along, no, there's too much Zerg. There's too much Zerg. The Protoss is dying. There are charge slots counterattacking him, and this is some nice damage. Getting 14 drones and hatch. But I don't know about this. Work count is in favor of Max X for now, but Zerg is knocking on his door, and well, his charge slots are still getting some counter harass, but I think Zabubi is mostly dealt with that. Actually, no, he doesn't have units there. Hydras are still pushing. A lot of action going on both sides of the map. Another hatchery falls. It's just bloodshed on both sides everywhere. Mutas are going to come out. Okay, so those can definitely clear up the remaining charge lots. And maybe maneuver to the main. I think the natural would be a better target, actually, for the mutas after they clean up the... Alright, Zerg is going to keep pushing the third here. Storm does get a good number of the Hydras again. And again, and again. But there are no more Storms left. And Zerg should be able to clear everything here now. Mutas are just going to join the fight, so it doesn't matter where they go. And I think Zabubi has done it. I think he has closed out this series. Alrighty. Zabubi takes game 4, giving Alpha X a 3-1 victory. Alright, I believe this concludes today's ATL EU amateur match. And catch you guys later.